Hello everyone.
Hello，大家好。
This is the second session of the Metahuman tool. First, let's take a look at the interface of this tool. First, we open the Metahuman 5.6 tool. This is a tutorial for Metahuman 5.6 rigging. This tool follows the supported version of the Metahuman for Maya tool. For example, it currently supports Maya 2023 to Maya 2026. So this tool also supports Maya 2023 to Maya 2026. After opening the interface, the first page we look at is the rig page, which is the rigging page because it has been updated. Now both the body and the head use locators, and the presets here are the same. We have body locators and head locators. We select them. They are selected by default. Usually the default is fine. Then we move down this page. Here is the model marking page. Usually we can just click auto mark. It will automatically mark based on the model topology. Here I imported basically all models, including LOD02, LOD1, LOD8, LOD7. LOD7 body is LOD3. After importing, we can mark all of them. If you don't have all of them, you don't need to mark all. Anyway, whatever exists, it will be marked automatically, but we need to pay attention to the head teeth. And the left eyeball and right eyeball are mandatory. They must exist, especially the eyeballs. They must exist. If the eyeballs are missing, normally, the eyeball bone positioning may have issues. You may even fail to create the rig. After marking is complete, you can click clean here. For example, if the model has some values and such, you can clean them, but generally, it is already clean. Clean marks means removing the marks. We just keep the marks. Okay, below is creating LODs. For example, if you only have LOD0, you can create the rest based on LOD0. This, if needed, you can create it, but the prerequisite is that you must have LOD0. Then below is where to export the DNA. We need to store the new DNA after rigging in a location. Here we can just open and select a path. That's fine. For example, I select one here. For example, now here it will prompt whether the DNA to save is body or. Here you need to check. For example, this is body, and here is head. Right. This way the preset is filled. Note that we added a new page here, which is the skeleton page. This page allows us to rig skeletons for LOD0, meaning it doesn't need that many bones. We can take a look specifically. First, there is another place to mention. Let's go through all the buttons first. This is import, which imports the entire skeleton. Blend shape creates the model's blend shapes. By default, it creates empty blend shapes, meaning they only have names. The driven points do not move. If you want to use previous blend shape data from the preset DNA, you can uncheck this. Then it will use the existing blend shapes. But we usually recommend creating empty ones because sculpting differs between models. So using old ones doesn't have much meaning. It's better to create empty ones, which is more convenient later and reduces file size. Okay, here is the auto placement button, and here is Fix Skeleton. Fix Skeleton adjusts bone orientation after moving bones. Some orientation angles may be incorrect. Clicking this fixes them. Generally, these buttons are clicked in order. Import deep blend shape, then placement, then Fix Skeleton, then skin, then create follicles. Then here is up axis. The up axis must be set at the start, for example, when opening the file. If you want to use Z up, you must switch to Z up. If using Y up, you must switch to Y up. After switching axis, if the character falls over, you need to rotate it back and clean the data. Okay, that's it. This is the introduction to the rig page. Okay, after introducing this side, let's look at this tool. It may affect bone orientation adjustments. We usually use these tools. Here is finger up axis correction. This is used quite often if finger up axis needs correction. This is very convenient. We will talk about it later. Here is for arms or thighs. This works similarly. Similar to finger correction. Here is mirror skeleton, if you're not satisfied with placement. After placement, you can mirror left and right bones. The page below is for after rigging. For example, after finishing rigging, if you want to adjust a bone position, you can modify it here. You need to delete the DNA. After deleting, you must also remove the skin. After removing skin, then reposition the bones. Otherwise, they may not be movable, right, unless you use the move skin bone function. After moving bones into place, click Update Bone Position. This side is body. This side is head. This side is body. They work the same way. Okay. Here is scale expressions. This is for special cases. For example, if the model is scaled, expressions need scaling accordingly. This avoids ray-correcting expressions. You can directly scale corrected expressions. Directly, it uses ratios. For example, 1x, 2x. 1 means no change. Here is weight export tool. You can export current skin weights and import them. This tool will be explained later in another section. This is a function to write additional bones back into DNA, rewriting them into the DNA. This is related to this function. Removing namespace may be needed here. During this step, at the bottom is removing head bones. Only head bones are supported. Right here, usage is simple. After rigging, this is post-rig usage. On the same page, select bones you want or don't want. After adjustment, click Remove. Weights will be handled automatically, and the bones removed. This is used when there are over 800 bones, which is too many, and we don't need that many. We can remove bones here. After this, we start the rigging process. First, open the tool. You can switch language here and set preset path. We won't go into that. Okay, after opening, just click Mark. After marking, we click Subscribe. Be careful not to fill incorrectly. This is the head name. Don't get it wrong. After filling, click Import. It will ask whether to merge skeletons. There are 2 skeletons now. Previously, there were 3. 2 can also be merged. But if you go to Unreal, you may need to split them, so we recommend not merging. Use the non-merge option. You can see the skeleton imported. The body is one set. Try it first. Skeleton, and here is the head. This is the body, same as before, just fewer driver bones. Names changed slightly. Everything else is similar. Okay, after this, the order doesn't really matter. You can click Blend Shape. It will generate empty blend shapes. Wait a bit. There are many blend shapes. After blend shapes are generated, you can see them here. Click Auto Placement. Okay, now they are placed. If you're not satisfied with placement, you can adjust manually. For example, press D. You can adjust these. These can be adjusted. Usually, we don't need to. If you adjust, after adjustment, you can mirror left and right. Okay, after placement, click Fix Skeleton. You can see the orientation is off. Click Adjust. Okay, the bone orientation is now correct. After correction, we can skin. Of course, on this page, you can click to preview, for example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. If you want only that bone count, but still want high-res mesh, for example, LOD, that's now possible. You can set it here. Of course, if you want more customization, you can manually mark unneeded bones after selecting. For example here, some bones cannot be removed, such as these. Up to this, these are the bones you can control. For example, under this branch, bones above this are mandatory. If missing, the skeleton may break. These bones can be modified. Usually, for example here, right, so many below, you can mark like this. Mark as unnecessary. This hides them, but doesn't delete. Deletion happens at the last step. Usually here, we won't demo this. We directly use LOD, because if you do it here, it also works, but it's slower. If you do it in the tool after rigging, it's faster. Here we just click Skin. Okay, now we have weights. Rotate it. Right, weights are correct. Okay, now click Create. Currently during creation, Vertex and model data will also be written into the DNA. Okay, this should be fine. This completes the basic rig. What's left is editing or additional body sculpting, which we'll cover next chapter. Okay, thank you everyone.